Let me give you a detailed tutorial on how I make this beautiful blazer blouse. Let's go.
Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to learn how to cut a blazer blouse. So keep watching, and if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe, like, share and comment on my videos. Let's get started. So to cut a blazer blouse, first of all you'll be needing a pattern paper, and this is my pattern paper. And the first thing I'm going to do is to cut the back piece. We are going to first of all cut the back piece. To cut the back piece, you're going to come down by half inch, come down by half inch, then connect the lines together like so. Now the next thing to do is to mark your shoulder, shoulder to bust point. My shoulder to bust point is 11 inches. That's for my client's shoulder to bust point. Shoulder to waist 19, and shoulder to full length is 24 inches for the front piece. I'll also do the same on this side. 24 full length, 19 waist and 11. Then I'm going to connect the lines together like so. The next thing to do is to mark the neck width, the wideness of the neck. So for the neck width, I am going to go in here by 3 inches. Then for the shoulder, your shoulder divide by 2. My client's shoulder is 16, divide by 2 is 8. We are going to have at least 9 inches for the sleeve, right? 9 inches. On a 9 inches. On a I can. So I am going to, let's extend it here. So for my shoulder slope is going to come here on a fiber. So we're going to come down here by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Connect it all the way here instead of here, right? All the way from here to here, we are going to mark our shoulder slope and not here, because we are marking an extended sleeve. It's a cut together sleeve that we're making. So we are going to extend the shoulder slope all the way to the end of the sleeve. So the end of the sleeve is, this is from here to here is our shoulder divide by 2, right? From here to here is our shoulder divide by 2. And you're going to, because it's a cut together sleeve, the sleeve is not going to be cut separately. That is why I added my sleeve length. My sleeve length is 9 inches plus the everything you have here is 17.25. Okay, 17 and a half in total, right? Now, I if you remove the 8 inches for the shoulder measurement, you have 9 inches. You have 9 inches as your sleeve length. So 9 inches is my sleeve length and 8 inches for my shoulder measurement. Everything is 17.25, right? Now I am going to mark my sleeve opening. That's the next thing to do. To mark my sleeve opening, remember what we have here is 17.25. I am going to mark 17.25 here as well. To get our sleeve opening, we are going to open the sleeve by 10.5. Let's open the sleeve by 10.5 because we are going to have a free sleeve. So now this is our sleeve. I'm going to connect it to this point, right? So this is my sleeve. Now I am going to put down my measurements. For my bust, my client's bust measurement, her bust is 44, divide by 4, 11. So I'm going to mark it down here, and I'll add extra 2 inches seam allowance. Her waist is what? 39. Divide by 4 will give me 9.75. I will add 2 inches allowance to it. Her hip is 49. Divide by 4 will give us 12.25. And I'll add 2 inches extra allowance to it. So now I am going to connect. I'll add extra half inch to this, right? To give that side shape, okay? I added extra half inch on the hip line to give us that side shape, right? So I will connect it to the waist like this. This is the shape I want on the sleeve, that at the hip part. That is why I added extra half inch to push out that effect that I need. Now I am going to connect this to this. Now I am going to connect my sleeve. Because it's a cut together sleeve, I am going to connect it this way. How do I even connect it like this? Right? So after connecting it like that, the next thing to do is to mark our neck depth. So the next thing to do is to mark the neck depth. For the back neck depth, we are going to come down. Kevin Aga, open my zada whatever. Run outside the chair. Neck depth. The neck depth is 1 inch. The back neck depth is 1 inch. Connect it. So this is the measurement that we need only for the back piece. We are going to use this back piece to cut the front piece. Now we are done cutting. The next we are done drafting. The next thing to do is to cut it out. Right now, let's cut. Okay, now before you cut, you're going to mark your side curve. Right. So I'm going to come up here by 2 inches. On this part, you're going to come up by on this part by 2 inches. So I'm going to come up by 2 inches and connect it all the way here. Right, and that is how it's going to be. Now we are going to cut. Now the next thing to do is to cut the front piece, the front pattern. Let's see how we can manage this to cut the front pattern. So on the center line, we are going to come in by 1.5 inch. Okay, let's make it 1 inch. Then mark a straight line. And place the front piece on the line that you just marked. Right? Place the front piece on the line that you just marked on your new line. Then use your cello tape to pin it down. Yeah. Yes, cello tape is okay. Thank you. Right now, let's mark the front neck depth. For the front neck depth, I'm going to place my tape. Remember, we came down here by 1 inch, so we are going to keep our tape 1 inch apart. That's the 1 inch for the back neck depth. Then mark the neck depth for the for the front. So for my front neck depth, I'm going to mark 8 inches. For the front neck depth, I'm going to mark 8 inches. Right? And I'm going to connect it this way. Right? Now, the next thing I am going to do is to come down by 3 inches. So we need more tape. Come push your front. Also. So right now, the length of the back and the length of the front are not going to be the same because there is an asymmetric design at the down part of the front design, which we are going to do now. Now for the front hem design, I'll come down here by 4 inches. I'll come in here. I'll come in here. So instead of the full length to be 24 inches, it is going to be 28 inches, right? So now we are going to mark a straight line here, and this is going to be the front full length for the front, right? This is going to be the full length for the front. Now, so right now we are going to go in here because of the asymmetric line. I'll go in here by 2 inches, right? And I will connect from here all the way to this 2 inches line. Now, because I want a little bit of decency, right? Because I want a decent dress. We are not going to call to shape from the what do we call it, from the waist to here. We are going to come down by 2 inches and then just connect from these 2 inches to this point, right? But before we do that, let's cut out the pattern for the back piece. So So from these 2 inches, we remove the back piece. So this is the back piece, and we have removed the back piece. So for the front piece, this front piece right now, I am going to connect all the way here. Yes, I'll connect from this point to this point, right? And then for the neck depth, we are going to connect from this point. This is the neck front neck depth. So I'm going to connect from this point all the way to this point, right? And that is just it. This is going to be the bottom allowance. Add 1 inch. When cutting, I'll add extra 1 inch here for the folding of the button. Now I am going to cut out the excesses. So guys, this is the easiest way to cut your blazer blouse, the trending blazer blouse. This is the back piece, and this is going to be the front piece. Now I will take this to my fabric and I will cut it out, adding ½ inch all the way around like this, and then I'll take it to my fabric on our next video. See you guys in my next video. Bye.
So this is how it looks like after making it. Came out so beautiful and neat. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.